Hello. I wanted to talk about something that a colleague brought to my attention this week. And it was a Facebook post from somebody who is a self-proclaimed behaviourist in dog training and dog behaviour. Yet this person has no qualifications. And yes, you guessed it, they use punishment. And they also have a video outlining how to teach a deaf dog to come to you using a shock collar. But it's not set on electrocution. Usually one would probably work on getting the dog to come to you by just using a follow the hand technique and building on distance, and then using a long line, and then working on building recall in that way. But this behaviourist, this leader, self-proclaimed leader, sees things a different way. Now, this is pretty absurd, and the comment or the Facebook post that he put up was pretty absurd. And the absurdity was amplified by people that were agreeing with him. But these people have, or don't realise that their intelligence is just as limited when they're supporting the sort of things that this person who's a self-proclaimed leader and behaviourist, what he was saying. Now, when I looked at some additional information, I went to look at this person's website, my browser flicked up a big red page that said deceptive website. And so that's ironic. Anyway, I looked at the information on the Facebook page, and the language that I saw there, instantly I knew where this person was coming from. And it's just so predictable when you see the same language that these self-proclaimed behaviourists use, and how the language relates to their methods. Now, all of the links are in the description below, so you can look at that. I just want to bring your attention to a link in the icon, the eye icon up there. Click on that because I want you to have a look at that video. And that video is simply understanding when training can help and when training may not be able to help your dog. And you need to seek help from a veterinarian who, by the way, is working in a regulated industry, unlike dog trainers, where anybody, in this case people that have 20 years experience in business administration and internet marketing, can become a dog trainer and call themselves a behaviourist. Now, I want to talk about a concept that was coined by a very, very intelligent man, and the link's in the description if you want to watch that interview with this very special human being. And the concept is about loopholes in your intelligence, or in our intelligence, in the human intelligence. And the absurdity of this comment from this person demonstrates this concept so profoundly, because if this person was a true leader, then they would not have made that comment, and they would not have framed themselves in a way that is completely obvious that they are not honestly working to scientific best practice and updating their skills. Now, really, if you are going to proclaim yourself as a leader in your community, in a specific area, in a specific field, how can you be a leader if you haven't even noticed the loopholes in your own intelligence? And if you can't see the loophole in your own intelligence and you think you're intelligent, then you're just making a bloody fool of yourself. And the take-home message of this very brief video is just to be alert to our own loopholes in our own intelligence. And that applies not just to trainers, it also applies to veterinarians who may not be providing an appropriate diagnostic plan and a management plan along with the medication that they might be prescribing a dog. It also applies to humans that have a dog in their life that aren't being a leader for their dog because they're not living by example. And when we look at that concept of having loopholes in our intelligence, we see that if we aren't living by example, then how can any of us be leaders in the area that we wish to lead in? So if there's just one message from this video that I want you to take away, is live by example when you're thinking about your dog. Set your intention to have the mindset of a guardian. Come from a place of wanting to defend and protect your dog rather than thinking of yourself as a dog owner where you are effectively possessing or owning a thing. The consequences of those mindsets have very different outcomes, not for you, but for your dog.